So vibes must be high after an amazing win on the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, our first day back at the club since the win, and just already seeing a few of the girls. I think the vibes are still up, and still in a bit of shock that we were able to turn that last quarter around and get the win.
How long does the group give themselves to kind of soak up the great win on the weekend, but then turn their attention to a massive challenge this weekend?
Yeah, we'll do game review today, and then after that we'll go for a little walk around the oval together as a group and come back in and reset for North. We know that's going to be a big challenge. Obviously versed them already this season, so we'll prepare really well for that and put this win aside. No doubt celebrate it when it needs to be celebrated, but put it aside, and we still have work to be done.
What was the message at 3/4 time?
Yeah, I think just go back to playing our footy. The game wasn't over. A lot of people in some games would think 4 goals we're done, but we've had some games very similar to that, whether it's the first quarter or second or third and fourth this season, which I think has prepared us really well for moments like that. So we knew that we'd be able to do it, hence doing it previously in games in the season. And I think we all just had this feeling and look in our eyes about us that we weren't done yet, our season wasn't done yet, so we went out and got the job done.
Was there a point in that final quarter though, I guess, where you're like, I think we've got this, we can get this done?
I don't know, it kind of, to be honest with you, it was like you were just in this flow state and literally didn't think about the score until the siren had gone. Hawthorn were really giving us the pressure as well. So even though we were able to score those 4 goals to get us in front, it was still a very high-pressured game, and I think we were just, throwing everything and giving it everything that we had.
Have you ever played in a game like that?
No, I haven't. Don't really want to do it again because it was very nervous, but that's probably, a highlight of one of my career games with this group. It's so special to be able to get a win like that.
How about, sorry to bring it up, and it didn't matter in the end, but your decision to play on in the fourth quarter, when it was tight, you must have been thinking, God, don't let that be the decider.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Although it did come back in probably 2 minutes later, so it was a 7-point play, so I'll take that. But no, I remember watching after the game, once I'd played on, the camera went straight to Loz, and she didn't say anything, but I could see in her eyes she just was thinking, why did you play on? I think, that's probably an area of my game where, I've gotten better at, definitely. I love to play on and take the game on, but next time, Ash said to me as well, I needed a break, so next time, can you mark it and take your shot?
Is that the balance when you're a player like you are, though? Like you're a match winner, you want to break the game open and take it head on, so do you just have to find that balance sometimes? Yeah,
I think you do. You have to take your moments. And knowing when is quite difficult. It's I get that goal, it's all happy, but you miss it, and you can hear the crowd sort of go, So they're just moments you take, but it's that moment after. Do you sit in that and think about what you just did, or do you go again and hope for another goal, which happens?
So what goes through your head when you have that set shot after that? How do you compose yourself?
Yeah. I just shook my head and said, don't do that again. Just make sure that when it comes in, you are composed. And I think that just comes playing the game and more experience, so, yeah.
Just touch on, I guess, it is kind of that experience factor. I remember last season, I think it was the Gold Coast game, a couple of, those composure points maybe let you down in a close game that time. But now when you're looking, you've had so many close games this season, you've been able to get it done. I guess what has been going on behind the scenes that helped develop that composure so you can, be on the winning side of those close games? Yeah,
I think just our ability to bounce back from them. I think, I even reflect back on when we versed West Coast in round 6 or 7 when we were 19-0, or they were 19, we were 0. To come out and to still come on top and win that game, it's probably something we probably as a group wouldn't have been able to do last year. So that's massive growth for us, and we reflect on that as well in our reviews, and I think we take confidence in each other that, when it's not going our way or, the other team has momentum, to trust that that's footy, it will come, and when it comes, we'll be ready for it.
Do you think all those tough losses over the last 2 seasons have made you guys stronger?
Oh, absolutely. you don't ever write off any season that you've played, and it builds character, and no doubt there's a big strong core group of us that have been here since the first year, and it was always our goal and vision to play finals footy, and we exist to win premiership, so we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but we're loving the way that we're playing at the moment, and I think that's just huge belief and credit to the work that we've been able to put on in the last 3 years.
If you open the AFLW page, there's all the remaining finals teams except for you. I think there's still got a Hawthorn player up on the page. It feels like you've been underestimated the entire finals campaign. Has that galvanised you at all? I feel like no one's really expected much support, and here you still are. So are you aware that you're probably the underdogs and have been for a few weeks?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think even coming into this year, we probably would have been the underdogs. We didn't have the start to our season that we wanted to, but we knew the work we'd put in the off season, and we've got a great list, got some great characters, and JC, even though she's not been able to be out there with us for a majority of the seasons, played a huge part in her leadership and what she's been able to do with this group, and I think, it can be quite challenging, I think, when you see the outside noise, but we know within these four walls what we can do and what we can achieve, and I think we just stick to that.
People did write you off against Richmond and against Hawthorn. Do you think everyone will be silly enough to do that again for North?
Oh, I'm not sure. Footy, I think, it's clear to see that on the day of footy it's anyone's game. And there is a lot of belief in us, and it's not just through wanting to believe it, but it's through actually putting in the work and seeing it be done. Obviously, we mentioned there's really close games this season, which all play a part. It's just been a crazy season when you look back at 8 wins in a row and what we've been able to achieve this year. And regardless of any result here onwards, I'm so proud of this group and where we've come to.
How do you beat them?
I just think we play our game. I think when we can move it very fast. If we can get it into our forward line, we've got a very dangerous forward line with Ash, and we've got some height in there, and Matilda in the ruck as well. So I think everyone just plays their role. Any team can be vulnerable, and we're just going to go out there and definitely not have a slow start like we did against Hawks.
How good can Matilda be? Is she just emerging as one of the absolute superstars at the comp?
Yeah, absolutely. She's just getting started. It's actually quite scary. She is. She's such a young athlete, but she just looks like she's been playing for years. This is my 9th season, and I haven't really seen anyone like her before in the way that she plays and how she can take on the game. She's not just a ruck, she's a midfielder, she's a forward, she's any position you could play her. So, so proud of the work that she's put in this year, and I'm excited to see what she can do next year and beyond.
I've never seen someone look more relaxed when she was going back for that set shot. She had this huge smile on her face, and then she kicked it straight through, and then barely a celebration from her. She was so calm. I
know, she's very, very calm. I wonder if it's all the TikToks that help her relax to the social.
Do you get around those pre-game dances that we kept saying?
No, I like to get on the boxing bag.
Were you a bit stiff not to make the All-Australian squad?
Oh, no, I don't. I don't know. I think Abby was. No, I'm joking. But I think that's out of our control. As long as I'm playing my role for the team and being the best athlete I can on the day, I've done my job.